Hiya! Welcome to my wayward abode. My name is Birdie, and would you like to laugh with me at my sticker putter-oner skills? I thought I was professional, and I tried to do the credit card thing. Okay, wait, if you don't know, sorry, if you're new here, hi, I'm Birdie, it's nice to meet you. And if you're coming back, thank you so much, I'm so glad to see you again. This was like a to be continued from, I don't know, maybe last week, maybe the week before, I'm not exactly sure. But I am trying to block out my windows, make myself super ninja stuff, and I bought some vinyl to see how that would work. And I put the vinyl on. But as you can see, I am simply not a professional. There's nothing professional about me. But you know what? I don't care. I don't really care. It's wrinkly. I'm wrinkly. Like, you know, we're besties at this point, me and the vinyl. I did try to get it smooth, you know. You've been hit by a smooth criminal. But I wasn't. The smooth criminal passed me by. And he hit somebody else, apparently. But I do think it's going to work really well. It does look from the inside anyway like it's going to be pretty opaque so that it will block. We're going to have to see tonight what happens. But we've got it up anyway. We've got one up and we'll see what happens tonight when it gets dark. I will update you then. I got on a scale a little bit ago and I have lost 30 pounds since I moved into the van. Some of that is probably from going to the gym, but if I'm being honest, I've only gone like a handful of times, maybe a handful and a half, so I don't think that's really it. And I really am not eating any healthier than I was before, so I don't think that's it. I think it is just the physicality of being in the van. The way you have to move, the way you have to hold yourself up with your core strength. I think it's good for you. Look at that. Tammy Lynn, my personal trainer. Look how cute. RV life is about the journey. Made a suggestion in the comments that it would be good if I did a little series about the various cool places to visit in Sacramento. And I thought, why didn't I think of that? And it turns out that I might make enough money with this channel to actually afford the gas to do that. So today we are going to start doing that. Me and my daughter are going to go to Old Sacramento today. It's like an area of Sacramento that has been like sort of restored to the olden days, and it's a little area of shops and stuff, and it feels like the perfect way to sort of start off this series. And I'm really grateful to RV Life is About the Journey for the amazing suggestion, because I think that it might help me to like see Sacramento in a new way. I have a little beef with Sacramento from like a previous experience. Maybe it can help me sort of repair my relationship with the city and find something redeeming and wonderful about it. And so I'm excited. So yeah, we're gonna film that today and that will be out in a few days. So I don't think I'm gonna end up putting the Old Sacramento stuff into its own video. I was a little bit underwhelmed. I mean, it was fine. It was like a, you know, a shopping district with like wooden sidewalks, and the facades of the building, you know, I guess were sort of old-timey, but it wasn't really what I thought. I don't know. I guess I had different expectations for it. It seems kind of silly to make a whole video. It doesn't seem like it's enough, you know, making a whole video about it. So I think I'm just going to include the footage in here. There were a couple of stores that, even if you're not a huge shopping district fan, it's still worth the trip, in my humble opinion, to visit, because they're so much fun, and especially if you like a lot of color, then these shops are for you.
Yeah, something you carry underneath your seat. Somebody gets too close, you don't kill them or anything, but if the situation can be handled.
Do you mind if I put you in my vlog? Is that all right?
I don't care.
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna just that little clip I just took.
I'm just a cog in the wheel, not the owner.
You are a beautiful, fantastic cog in the wheel. There is no just about it.
Oh, well,
thank you. Yo, somebody done stole the baby. We've got places to go, guys. You gotta get out of the way. If I won the lottery, I would buy, a house and put some money in savings and help as many people as I possibly could and all of the, like responsible things you're supposed to do. But the one big splurge I would make, a tittyectomy. I long for a tittyectomy. Number one, I'm past the point of needing the boobage. Who needs boobage at this age? I do not need the boobage. Number two, they're sweaty. Summer's coming. Number three, they throw your center of balance off. I swear to goodness. And then you have to wear a bra. You have to wear a bra. Because if you don't, they're going to just be swinging around, knocking people over in the grocery aisle. Number four, they get in my way when I'm sleeping. I'm just trying to roll over. Boo, why are you going there? And why am I now pinching you? And I can't get back to sleep. I used to go visit my great-grandma at the nursing home, and she told me a story about how she called her boobs her eggplants. And she would tell me how the nurses would give her a bath and would have to pick up her eggplants to clean up under her eggplants. And I'm just telling you what, I do not want Nurse Becky picking up my eggplants. Tittyectomy. Dudes, do you guys have the same issue with your testes? Do you want a testiectomy? Like, do you get to a certain age where you're like, listen, they're just hanging, they're sagging like nobody's business, they're in my way, I'm trying to just cross my legs, next thing you know, I'm in pain, the sweat, you gotta have some sweaty issues, right? Sweaty testy issues? Surely you do. I'm very curious if y'all have the same thing, because I know I'm not the only lady, and y'all gotta tell me out there, I know I'm not the only lady who got to a certain age and like, listen, it should be a thing that you should just be able to go to the hospital and be like, listen, I just turned 50. I'd like to sign up for a free tittyectomy. And they'd be like, let me just schedule you for next month, ma'am. Or sir, ain't got thousands of dollars for it. Just gonna have to keep swinging, sweating, pinching. Oh. Okay, y'all, this is the vinyl on the window from the outside at night. You can see I have lights on, bright as day almost. And zero light leakage. Amazing. I'm gonna call that a win. Charlie Sheen is in the house in a loud truck. Sorry about that, y'all. I am on my way to go get my first oil change in my car. One of the cool things about this car is that you only need one every 5 months, which is good because it's going to be a pretty expensive oil change. But anyway, it's oil change day, and I am realizing how very different things like this are when you are living in your car, and like there's a little extra care you got to take before you bring it in. Because first of all, it's like somebody's coming into my space, you know what I mean? And then, okay, I'm gonna move, so I'm not gonna look at the camera, but I love you. I'm still talking to you. Okay, so you have to get your car ready in a new way. It feels like to me, like for instance, I was getting like the front seat ready because they're gonna have to get into the front seat or whatever and move, to move the van. And I realized there's like white powder because I use artificial sweetener in my iced tea. I know there's like controversy about whether or not artificial sweetener is okay or not, but I actually prefer it. It quenches my thirst better than sweetened tea, and I don't like unsweetened tea. Anyways, so I drink a fair amount of iced tea. I use artificial sweetener, and so like I'm pouring artificial sweetener into my thing, and I am a little clumsy, so I'm gonna red light again. I can look at you. Hi. So I get white powder everywhere, and and I was realizing, like, as I'm cleaning it up, or when I first saw it, I'm like, I better clean this up because who knows what they're gonna think this white powder is. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a very different experience bringing your vehicle that you live in to get an oil change than it is just your regular old vehicle. Just one more thing that's a little bit different about van life, guys. Look what I can do. Ta-da! Okay, I know it's a little bit like a toddler going, hey mom, look what I can do. Look what I can do. But let me show you what it used to look like. Okay. Oh. You see the difference? I am so much stronger than I used to be. I just get right up like a regular old person, and then I just get back down like a regular old person. I'm telling you, van life is good for your physical health. You guys, refrigerator's working. The power station seems to be holding a charge and powering my refrigerator, which means, first of all, woohoo, I get to eat good again. But also, it means that I should probably be in the sun. I don't know, that's too bright. Sorry, you just have to be in the shade. I don't know what to tell you. I love you anyways. That means that I can now resume my search for camping in the area. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna boondock, y'all. I'm gonna boondock. What is today? Today is Tuesday. I'm thinking Thursday. Oh gosh, I'm thinking Thursday because I have plans with my daughter on Wednesday. Thursday, I might start the camping thing, but then Sunday, I'm supposed to start the streaming thing. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. But anyways, refrigerator living is bliss. I just want you to know. I just had somebody come up to me and ask me if I knew where to find any clear. What is clear? I don't know what clear is. And he's like, oh wait, okay, never mind. If you don't know, it's all right, never mind. But then he doesn't just leave. He looks at my notepad that I have my to-do list on, and he's like, oh, what's this? What are you doing some writing? And I was just like taken aback that somebody would even, start reading somebody stranger's things. And he's like, oh, okay, I'm butting in where I'm not belong, or something like that. And I handled it very well, I think, you guys. Thank you to y'all. I was just like, that's all right, goodbye. I wasn't rude, but I was like, that's the end of this conversation. I am not trying to get into a conversation with you, sir. And he left without any problems whatsoever. And I felt very proud of myself. And then I immediately looked up what in the heck clear is. And apparently clear here, at least in California, is a new slang for crystal meth. So he thought I was a crystal meth dealer. I mean, do you think it's because of my tricked out vein? On another note, I have had to stop going to my favorite park. A couple of the guys that kind of live there at the park befriended me. Very nice guys, not in any way, shape, or form inappropriate, not wanting anything from me, just befriending this fellow gal that spends a lot of time at the park. And which is very, very sweet. But the trouble is, now every time I go, they want to sit and talk to me for hours. Long time. And I don't know how to get out of the conversation because, they're nice and I can't do what I did with the guy at the parking lot and just be like, goodbye. Because I'm like, we kind of become friendly. We're on friendly terms anyways. So I have no idea how to end those conversations and why people want to talk for that long. Oh, how do people do that? And while they're very nice guys, one of them just wants to spend the whole time talking about how shitty his ex-wife and kids are. And he's a major alcoholic, so he's always drunk every time I see him. And then the other guy wants to do this weird thing where he'll complain for a solid 5 minutes about how hard everything is, and then he'll go, but I'm not going to just sit around and complain all day. I'm not that kind of person. And then he'll launch into another 5-minute complaint session, and then he'll say, but I'm not going to sit around. I'm not going to be like those people that just sit around and complain all day. I don't understand how people do that. But this thing happened to me and this thing. So they're not only long conversations, but they're so boring. And I just sit there trying not to say very much at all because I'm really not trying to extend the conversation. But they extend it all on their own. They just need a sounding board. And I'm there being that involuntarily, having zero clue how to get out of it without being rude because they're nice and I don't want to be rude. So I just don't go to the park anymore. Okay, so maybe I've made a little bit of progress, but I still got some learning to do, y'all. Another good week, another beautiful day, and another ending to the video. Tell me how y'all's week went. I will be thinking about you and recording for you and can't wait to talk to you again. But I'll be back when the week is new. The friends who know you love you cheerfully. And I do too. Love you, bye.